Right, Pat, we're coming up now. We've just passed the middle of August, and I suppose the scanning season starts, and the selling season probably follows. So maybe for viewers, where do you see the market, or what are you seeing so far?
Yeah, scanning for in-calf heifers like the ones behind us here gone quite well, Bertie, from feedback we're getting from farmers, which is always great to hear. Maybe mixed stories with cows. Conception rates weren't as good with cows, maybe just under a bit more pressure, obviously. So where the market is at the moment, we're selling heifers at the minute anywhere between 1150 or so to 1300, even some at 1100, but by and large between 1150 and 13. The variation there is, I suppose, look, if they're in calf to 6 semen, maybe February calving, and obviously the heifers have to be in good condition themselves as well.
Pat, in the context of buyers, I suppose we were at Tullamore Show there a week ago. We met a few buyers. So what are you hearing? What are they looking for? Or what kind of a group could you put the buyers into?
Yeah, so I suppose there's a few different scenarios, Bertie, with different buyers. We have guys setting up a second unit or new entrant. We'll say they're starting with a blank canvas. We also have guys, I suppose, from our herd improvers that we've set up. We're getting a lot of inquiries and doing a lot of sales through that as well. They're guys who are looking to improve from, just for argument's sake, maybe 350 kilos milk solids. Can I get the herd up to 450, 500 kilos, you know? And with beef prices quite strong at the moment, they're typically a good, strong black and white cow, and they're coming into good money. And at the moment, you know, with the in-calf heifers, there isn't a lot of money going to have to go with them. And you know, like you look at it from, I was just looking at Dairy Gold Co-op performance report there from 2023. If you were on the average milk price compared to the top 5% on a 100 cow farm, that's 15,000 euros worth of a difference, you know. That's from 2023. So they're maybe the second buyers. And then look, we have TB buyers as well, you know, who have lost a few animals to TB and are looking to repopulate, and have been given, I suppose, their dates from the department as to when they can go in, and we're getting inquiries and listings of those. So I suppose for those TB buyers, it is important to come to the table early. A lot of the sellers, once they know they have a date that the animals will be moving off farm, are happy to do a deal and happy to hold the stock at this time of year. You know, we'll say, as you said, the middle of August, that once they know that they'll be gone by, we'll say, the 1st of October, mid-October, they're happy to hold on to the stock until that stage, you know.
Okay. And in terms of the price now compared to maybe where it was this time last year, I know it took a while for the market to kick off last year. Is it slightly behind, or where would you see it?
Slightly behind, yeah. Slightly behind, I suppose. Two factors to that, Bertie. Look, milk price is improving at the moment, which is great to see, but it has been a tough year, you know. And secondly, grass growth obviously then as well. And maybe guys who are selling stock are looking to get those excess stock off the farm earlier and try and keep the animals that they're keeping out on grass for longer, then hopefully the weather will permit to see them, you know.
And equally, the buyer on the other side maybe doesn't want them too early if he's struggling for feed as well.
Exactly, so yeah. If he can, you know, keep the animals off the farm for as long as possible, maybe get another cut of silage in at this time of year is vital with the way grass growth has been, obviously.
Right, and so maybe back to Tullamore Shore, we met some people there who've made a conscious decision. They know their herd isn't good enough to breed from, and they're willing, and I suppose they want to buy in stock maybe over a period. So what kind of groups have you available?
Yeah, so we've probably 5 or 6 groups there at the moment, Bertie. We've one group there, a Frisian with a small bit of Jersey in the background, exceptional bunch of heifers, 45 in that, and they're almost all calving in February as well. We've 2 other groups then where the seller is going to give a pick of all his heifers. He's very happy with the group as a whole. It's a well-established herd, you know, so there isn't a massive variation between the stock. So that's another group, and we have 2 other listings then that'll be going up on the website this week. Holstein Frisian heifers coming from herds that are doing in excess of 500 kilos milk solids. One group of 20 and the other group is 40. So they'll be coming. But look, we have other groups, I suppose, that are sold before they get to the website. A lot of the stock are sold before they get to the website. So I would say, you know, that if you are interested in stock, to give us a shout.
Okay, so they're all in calf heifers there you were describing there?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's move on to the herd sales then. I suppose, look, we're anticipating more herd sales than other years. Why are you seeing that?
Yeah, I suppose the regulations that are being inputted on farmers, I suppose, look, the tough 3 or 4 years now farmers are after putting down, you know, and we're seeing guys, I suppose, who are thinking about retiring in time to come, that they're going to make the decision and go now, you know. Maybe they have a lot of money to spend on the yard, or different factors around their facilities and different things like that, you know.
Yeah.
So where do we see it? Look, there'll be a variation. There's always a massive variation in herd sales because of the variation of maybe what the co-op report says in different farms. But anywhere, look, that cows that are scanned back in calf at the moment, anywhere between 13 to maybe 14.50 or so is what they're trading for at the minute.
Okay. That's fine. And for prospective buyers, I guess, you know, as you said, for TB buyers or whatever it is, there will be groups available anyway, and I suppose it makes sense for them to contact you.
It will, and look, guys who've unfortunately been maybe wiped out with TB, to get an established up and running herd straight away, and that are all but coming from one source, we can get the C-cert to see what the history of that particular farm has been with TB, and to get one group in like that is, you know, that's unbelievable for an unbelievable opportunity for someone to get back up and running again.
And what's been particularly busy, I suppose, this summer has been the UK buyers have been back in the market buying. They've been buying cows close to calving or freshly calved or whatever. So that has obviously been a good trade. So what have they been buying, and where are they buying from the UK?
Yeah, so I suppose with the seasonality in the UK, it's a different market to the Irish market. The seasonality with the milk production over there. So a lot of guys have had to split their herds from being totally spring to totally autumn. Funnily enough, a few guys, due to the weather conditions that we've experienced in the last couple of years, they've changed actually from spring calving to autumn calving. That is just suited that for those, we'll say, June, July months where the grass growth has almost gone to zero, that their cows are dry for that period, and then they'll milk them through, start calving down in August and milk through. So that just is an interesting one to see that as well, but that has happened. We still have some groups of autumn calving stock as well. I suppose we viewed there on Friday another batch of 20 very nice heifers. They're in good condition as well, and we've two or three other listings as well that have come to the table as well. So there still is some autumn calving stock there. That trail will probably slow down now, and we'll move on to October, November calving cows there as well for that. So it has been those, Bertie, and I suppose, look, milk price increased over in the UK as well, so often you see sentiment will improve quicker in the UK than it will in Ireland, and people will take a chance and maybe push on their numbers a small bit, you know.
So for anyone that has available groups calving from here to the December, early January, you'll have demand basically in the UK.
we'll have demand of those in the UK. UK buyers, I suppose, look, they generally go, obviously we can't send animals that are on the point of calving, we have to go by the department regulations, but they like to get them as close to calving as is possible for exporting.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Okay, Pat, thanks for the update.
Okay, no problem.